so we got that one. Then in that video, it says from the stretch, the pitch throwing takes how long? During the time of the pitching motion, the ball accelerated from 0 miles per hour to 90 miles per hour. Calculate the acceleration on the ball in feet per second squared. Usually we use acceleration as meters per second squared. This time we're going to use feet per second squared. So what do you need to do? First thing you need to do is convert 90 miles per hour to feet per second. We came up with a conversion multiplier for doing that. We came up with this guy. You can multiply any mile per hour by this, and you'll get what that is. But now, here's what you need to know. The acceleration is your change in your speed or velocity. Really, it's a change in velocity. We'll talk about that later, but I don't want to get to divided by the change in time. So to get this in feet per second, we get you take that 90 miles an hour minus 0. So you take, well, it goes from 0 to 90, so it's 90 minus 0. Or well, you don't put the 90 there. What do you put there? You put the whatever you got in feet per second. You get that final speed in feet per second, which is the 90 miles per hour in feet per second minus 0, divided by that 0.8 seconds. You're going to get a pretty big number. You're going to go, whoa, really? Yeah, way. And then, whoa, that last number was a huge number. The acceleration due to gravity is only 32 feet per second squared. We looked at 9.8 meters per second squared earlier, but if it's 32 feet per second squared, how many G's is that previous answer? Do you remember how we did G's? Real quick. To find the number of G's, 1 G in this case was 32 feet per second squared because we're using feet because we're talking baseball. So if 1 G is 32, how many is in 5? So you take the answer from 5. So you take question 5. And you're either going to multiply by 32 or divide by 32. You figure it out. Now I'll tell you how many G's that is. Okay. Now, question 7. If the 90 mile per hour fastball takes 0.45 seconds to reach home, how far from home plate did the pitcher release the ball? That's the same problem we did earlier in question 3. So question 7 is the same as 3. Okay? And let's go ahead and stop here. We got a little bit further to go, but let's go ahead and stop here.